my nigga, you know we can smell that, right? Oh yeah, man, I'm faded like a motherfucker. I'm like, nobody told you.
Hold on, puppy break, show real quick. Yeah, man, but she's a fucking bitch. She's a fucking whore. And I don't give a fuck how you feel about this shit. I don't have to do anything nice. If I'd have let that fucking door smack her in the fucking face, I'd have been all kind of hoe ass niggas, right? I got 2 fucking arms, so I'm going out of my way to do something nice for somebody. The least you can say is thank you. And it ain't just her, it's every one of y'all. Y'all are all like that. The overwhelming majority of black women do that shit because they feel like y'all already talked about how much y'all don't need black men for this, that, and the third, so y'all feel like y'all better than motherfuckers. Yeah, fuck her. She's a bitch. And I know she heard it, and I hope she heard it. I hope she went, which I wish she would have had a nigga with her that she would have went and told so I could have beat his ass. I'm sorry, Trio. Carry on.
Damn.
Nah, bro, I was thinking the same shit in my head. I 100% concur. But absolutely. High than a motherfucker. Looked like he didn't even know where he was at.
Okay, again, real quick. Obviously, I'm well raised because I opened the door for the bitch, right? It's not a big deal. Okay, and it's not a big deal to say fucking thank you. Y'all the same motherfuckers that say it's a big deal to smile, right? It's killing you to smile. That's not a big deal. Like, look, white people fake the little fake smile all the time. They do it so much, fucking I start doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take that shit. And then the motherfucking mean bugging me, looking at me crazy like, bitch, like you look like you want to square up. You know what I'm saying? No fucking self-hate. They got self-hate. Self-hate is not wearing your real shit. You want to look like a fucking European. You come and slap yourself in makeup, try to fucking brighten your skin up, looking two-tone. That's self-hate. How let your females about that shit? That's fucking self-hate. I'm all natural. This is all me. This 100% Honcho. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no self-hate over here. I love everything about myself. So obviously, you need to turn the mirror around because what you saying ain't making no sense. You talking emotionally. Make it make sense. And if you want to get on here and discuss it with it, I'll put the link in. If you want to jump on this picture, we can discuss it because talking back and forth in the chat, it ain't got to be. So if you feel a particular way, you want to jump in on the conversation, you more than free to do so. Like y'all, this is the problem. This is exactly what you were just talking about. When will black women start checking black women for their bad behavior? Oh, most well-raised men would open the door. What did I do? I had 2 arms full of shit. I couldn't even hold the door open with my arm. I'm holding it with my fucking foot. Off balance on one leg so the bitch can walk through. And she gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm not well-raised. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, that's nonsense. Like, get out of here. That's what I'm saying. You gonna try to put some blame on me for doing the right thing? I'm wrong. It's not a big deal. I should have let that shit hit her dead in the fucking face. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't hold each other accountable, and this is why we're in the situation we're in right now.
That's why I said women need to tell other women the truth. And I came to the conclusion that's why they don't tell other women the truth, because it's gonna make them look bad while there's other black women looking good.
And again, you gonna come in here and say I'm angry because I did the right thing, right? But we're sitting here sharing multiple stories. It has nothing to do with anger. It's actually, and I've said this before when we was in the Discord, it's my disappointment in black women, period. Because I expect better. Like, I thought y'all were better than that. Obviously, I was wrong. So it's made me more disappointed in myself because there's been several issues we've had, and me thinking that, hey, maybe logic, common sense, human decency, that you possess these traits. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you feel justified in lacking those things. Everybody else in common society has these traits, engages in these behaviors, treats each other decently. The only ones who don't, the only ones who feel they're entitled are fucking black women. Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I want to cut you off. Bad and Bougie, I don't know if you heard what I said. I said this story happened to me years ago, and Honcho just said something happened to him a few days ago. I said this happened to me a while back. I hold the door open for a black girl and her friend. She looks at me, looks at her friend. He's a man, he's supposed to do that. You know, who told you I'm supposed to hold the door open for you? You told me, y'all tell us all the time, y'all don't need us. So hold the door open for me. Yeah. Hold the door open for me. Since you don't need me, hold the door open for me. And let me treat you the same way you treat me. Let you see how that really actually feels. And then I want to hear your mouth.
I'm going to share probably just in this little time between us. More than 10 different stories. I just shared a couple of stories just from this last week, today, to fucking prior shit. It's been a while back. If y'all really been rocking with the den for a long time, but y'all might remember a time when Shaq Kush called in. I remember we chopped it up on this a while back. We talked about he held the door open for 2 females. They called him thirsty.
Yeah,
they called him thirsty.
Yep. Me too.
So Trill don't know Shaq Kush from nobody. So how the fuck that happened to him and it happened to Shaq Kush? 2 people ain't never even met. Barely even talk. So these are just one-off things. That's y'all. That's what y'all are. But it's our fault somehow. It's on us somehow. And I agree with Miss Meek. You were saying something about like black rapper type. A lot of them niggas feminine. They act like females too. I concur with you on that. A lot of them niggas weirdos. And I think a lot of them niggas is questionable. Right. And they display those type of traits. So I agree wholeheartedly with you, Miss Meek. You know what I'm saying? You say you're talking about new age women. Oh, it's not all new age women. It gets worse as we get more recent, but it's some, and I'm not saying you, but it's some in y'all generation, it's some prior to that, because where did they learn these behaviors? Who taught them this behavior? It wasn't no man taught them these behaviors. If they did, they'd have a lot more respect towards men. See, we already know about the numbers of the daddies who are and are not in home, so it obviously ain't men teaching them this. Who's teaching them how to act like this? It's big mama, grandma, they mamas. Or they see how they mamas act with all this other behavior. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Miss Tenny. You're absolutely right. I should have let her hit it in the face. But that's what I'm saying, dog. Like, but then we sitting here telling our side. But as soon as men, like this is why they got the issue with KS. Because as soon as men start being honest and start telling the truth and start actually speaking about it, oh, who hurt you? Oh, you this, you angry, and you all this. But you sit here and vent. Y'all been venting for years, decades, all this other shit. And it's a whole different thing. Oh, I understand. I got your back, sis. You tell it. You know, it's like, it don't make no fucking sense. Y'all can't stand to correct yourselves. Y'all cannot stand accountability. It's like acid. When motherfuckers start giving you a little bit of it, it's like it starts tearing away at your flesh. Y'all, who's the motherfucker? Wicked Witch of the West? Who the one that got the water poured on starting? Melting. That's how y'all be fucking acting, bro. Like, what the fuck? All of y'all. And here's the thing. If it don't apply, let it fly, because any black woman who doesn't act like this ain't mad at what I'm saying right now. Ain't mad at all. They, you know what, Honcho, you spitting facts, or hey, I'm not behaving like that, but I've seen it, so whatever it is. So any black woman who knows, they not responding to that. They understand. We are men sharing our fucking stories. I've never met Man Up. I've never met Trill. We all happen to have origins in Texas. It ain't just happening in Houston. Trill all over the place. Man Up in another fucking state. Ain't been here in a while. Like, so these aren't things happening in one location. You know what I mean? And so, like, I hate when it's always, y'all try to do, we speak in generalities, then it start going to individualism and, oh, well, it must be you, and it's like, why can't you just say, hey, yeah, it is a situation. You've heard 1,000 stories. I guess 1,000 random niggas just had these issues. Accountability is kryptonite to y'all.
You know what we need to do, Honcho?
What's that?
This is what we need to do. Walk around with a video camera on. Get one of those hats where you can put your phone and record all day.
Mm-hmm. No, like
so that way they can't say that we made something up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, again, I was in the Discord with my audio on, so whoever was in, they heard me. Like, because I be in that motherfucker talking all kinds of shit, but they heard me like, what the fuck? Like, again, so, but, you know, I'm not making no fucking stories up. Like, trust me, I can get on here and I can be real callous, bro, and I can say a whole lot of off-the-wall shit. But in reality, and I talk a lot of shit, I'm a person that'll go out of my way to help somebody to do things. Like I said, I was always raised, I'm a kind person if I fuck with you. And I'm kind to strangers too. But, you know, if we haven't established issues, we got some beef, then, you know, that's a whole different thing. Let's not even talk about that. But if I don't know you, I ain't got no beef, I ain't got no ill will towards you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hold open doors. I'll help old people with shit like just little simple shit that common decency people do. But now all of a sudden I'm an angry black man because I felt like I was disrespected. I'm obviously inconvenienced if I'm off balance trying to fucking hold a fucking, you see that shit. That's a noticeable thing. You're walking directly past me. You see the shit. Hey, I appreciate the fact that you inconvenienced yourself to make it easier on me. Thank you. You ain't even have to say all that. All you have to say is thank you. That's what that means. You inconvenience yourself to make my life more convenient, even if just for a moment. Even if I'll never see you again. But in this moment, hey, my life's a little bit easier. Hey, I appreciate that. Motherfuckers hold the door open for me, you know what I say? Thank you. You know, if people do nice things for me, you know what I say? Thank you. I appreciate that. 2 words, 3 words. How hard is that? How hard is that? I don't understand. Y'all justify the shit. Day in and day out, I'm trying to justify the shit like the shit makes it only makes sense to you. Not to the rest of the world. Nobody else in the rest of the fucking world. The terrorists don't behave like this. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Terrorists don't like this. What's gonna happen? They gonna get blown up. They don't act like that. Y'all justify this shit. And again, like we said, if it was a man, well, hey, Potter, you gonna have to come see me outside real quick. Let me come holler at you. Y'all don't have to fear that.